Tell me why you came here. Was it just to sit and stare? Won't you subscribe to me? Come take some time. Oh, if you lend me a hand, I know that we could jam. Let's get on down right now. So subscribe right now. Oh, now don't you wanna jam tonight? What's up, y'all? This is Ty. I am here. You know what I'm here to do. I am here to review Season 3, Episode 7 of Tyler Perry's comedy, soap opera, drama, The Oval. And the episode is titled Whole Patrol. That's the name of the episode. Whole Patrol. Yes, it is. Whole Patrol. But you know what? I got to jam tonight. Don't you wanna jam tonight? Don't you wanna jam? I had a little bit left in me. I had to get it out. Anyway, we're here to review this crazy episode. But before I do that, I have to give a shout out to my lovely subscribers. I got the list right here. Nadine Harris, Lamont Simpson, Saxon Heights, June BLC, Savannah Rivers Amore, Christian Lett, Miss Tasha, Bobby Ray, Rhonda Shaking My Head, TD More Than Just Orchids, Randall Brown, Cornelius Brackens, Zachary Bush, R.C. Kroger, Tia Devine, Simply Be Yourself 100. Did I say June BLC? Atif, my boy Atif. And all the rest. I love you all. And shout outs, guess what, y'all? We got how many? 808 subscribers. Listen, thank you all who watched my video, the Versus review, the Shaka Khan versus Stephanie Mills review. I appreciate that. Y'all all turned out for that. Y'all all really. And I gained a lot of subscribers from that. So we're at 808. So come on, boom. Let's keep it going. Let's subscribe. Keep this channel going, and growing. That's how we do. All right. Let's get on down to this episode. So let's start with Kyle and Sharon. This was madness to me. Why is the president, I should say, having his Secret Service agent kidnap a woman? That's ridiculous. So they're in the pharmacy. She was giving him a run for his money, but see, Kyle wasn't trying to hurt her, but I'm like, she was getting the best of him. She pulled out the gun. She grabbed the phone to make the phone call to call 911. I don't know how you call 911 on a Secret Service agent. I don't think that's going to work. But anyway, she tried to call 911. But Kyle pulled out his phone and pushed some button, which disconnected her phone. So apparently he has these devices that can stop phone calls and disconnect phones. So she shoots him. Then she tries to run out of the pharmacy. When she shot him and he fell, he grabbed her leg and tripped her. Then he got the best of her. He's like, woman, just shut up. He wants to talk to you. The president wants to talk to you. Again, this is crazy. This is madness to me, because why would you do that as the president? Why would you even bother to do that? Just ridiculous. So he grabs her, yokes up. He's going to take care of her and do what he got to do with her. So now we move on down to Lily and Victoria. Now Lily has snuck Bobby into the White House. He is not in no disguise. He's in a suit, but his face is recognizable. This has to be the worst security in the White House, that nobody notices this guy. And he's not a little guy. But even if he was a little guy, I mean, this is the White House. The security here, listen, they can't even handle Jason killing people. So what do I expect from this incompetent security at the White House? So anyway, Lily is having her little session with the First Lady, because the First Lady got to get right for some event that she's going to have. This is where they mention the Vice President and the Vice President's wife, the Second Lady. And she goes on to say how she can't, Victoria goes on to say how she can't stand her, that she's a real bitch and all this stuff. And I'm laughing at this scene because I'm like, you getting me ready shouldn't it be more than like 3 dresses? I'm picky like that. I be observing everything. I'm like, it's 3 dresses. That's all you had. Those were the only outfits you had. So they had an interesting conversation, and she was saying, Lily said, well, her approval rating is pretty good or whatever. She's a nice lady. And she told the first lady something like, don't worry, your approval level will go up soon. And the first lady got offended by that, and then went on to say something about, I didn't bring it up for sympathy. And she got real nasty with Lily because she got a little offended. Then she was like, I'm sorry, I'm not used to having pedestrian conversations, because, I'm the first lady. Just foolishness like that. And then they kind of ended on a better note. Meanwhile, we see Bobby tipping around the White House. Well, not really, but kind of tipping around the White House. And he goes and he hides into the kitchen. And who does he see in the kitchen but Richard? And Richard recognizes him. And I forgot which one of you in the comments last week mentioned that you mentioned that Richard knew Bobby. I didn't notice, so maybe I forgot. But someone in the comment section that Richard knew Bobby. And so Richard is asking Bobby all these questions about, you work for Sam. How is it working for Sam? And don't let him give you a hard time and all this stuff. And Bobby's like, got this face like, okay, thank you, Richard. Good seeing you. Nice running into you. But I got things to do. I got to get up out of here. But still, this man is just going freely through the White House. The security, again, is just terrible, just real stupid. Then we see Lily go to Donald's office. I guess she's distracting him. I don't know. She goes to Donald's office. To me, she made things worse. She goes to Donald's office and she's trying to be nice and friendly and saying all this stuff. And Donald is being short and rude with her. And let me see. He told her that he wants some ass, but from a man. Like, just... It was just crazy. And he just was saying some other things that was a little, I don't want you and this, that, and the third. He was being real short with her. And then in walks Alan. And Alan walks in and Alan is like, oh, ma'am. And he speaks to her and he mentions, I hope your guest got in good. So here we go, about to blow the cover, because you know who her guest was. Her guest was Bobby, going under that name of Byron Charles. And so Donald's like, your guest? Who's your guest? And now Lily, now you're fumbling and being all weird. I'm like, you're making things worse. And when Donald went to ask Alan, well, who's this guest or whatever, Lily's like, I'll explain who it is and all this other stuff. And then she gets all nervous. Okay, she does all this foolishness and then she leaves. And what does Donald do? He calls Alan back in. He says, listen, don't ever do anything for her without coming to me first. And also, check the surveillance on this guy. I need to see who this guy is. And I'm like, again, this security sucks, because y'all are supposed to know who everybody is. Y'all are supposed to know what's going on regardless. This is just ridiculous. So then Bobby ends up finding Max in this room. And I'm laughing because I'm like, how is Bobby... Well, maybe Bobby worked in the White House at one point, because why is he just going unnoticed like this is what I'm thinking. So he goes and he finds the room that Max is in. Max is like spazzing out. And I'm like, you're a Secret Service agent. Why are you acting so crazy? And he's like, I don't trust you and this, that, and the third. But when Bobby goes in that room, seems like the door closes behind him immediately. And they're both trapped in there. And I'm like, what is going on? But for some reason, guys, I don't think that this is Donald and the president's team of people who have them. For some reason, I think this is Sam. I don't know. I could be wrong. That's what I think. But Max is spazzing and going out. And Bobby is like, this was a whole, they set me up. They set me up for me to get here. They wanted me in here. So maybe that's the truth too. I don't know. But I'm thinking... I don't think this is Donald and his people. I don't know, for some reason I feel like it's Sam. I feel like we're going to get that twist that this is Sam pulling them in for some reason. And the reason I say that is because we also see in this episode where the president asked Donald, did you get the man who tried to shoot me? Did you get him? And Donald's like, we haven't gotten anybody yet, and this, that, and the third. And, well, I might as well stay on that since I'm talking about the president. And the president is telling Donald, listen, when are y'all going to kill Victoria's father? And Donald tells him, listen, that's not a good idea. We need to get ourselves in with the Whitmores. And, because the vice president, if something happens to Victoria's father, the vice president is going to know that our power structure has changed. I have a question for y'all. Who is the vice president? Where is he? Have they shown him? Because since I've been watching this, I haven't seen the vice president or his wife. Or did we? Refresh my memory down in the comments because I don't remember seeing them. But I'm like, so the vice president is against you? Y'all ran together? So it's a whole mess, and it's a whole story that we have to try to figure out and all this other stuff. Okay. What else happened? So with Richard and Priscilla, they had a conversation, and Richard is pretty much telling Priscilla, you need to take some time off. She's telling him absolutely not. And he said, with the things that's going on between you and Sam. And she said, well, what about you and Nancy? And he's like, me and Nancy, good. As we saw in last week's episode, Richard and Nancy, they've been getting it on, having some fun with each other. They have reconciled. Thank you, Jesus, because I was tired of that plot line. I was tired of that storyline. And so he's telling her, take some time off. She pretty much tells him, absolutely not. I'm not taking no time off. Then, since we're going to said Richard and Nancy, let's move on down to a scene that I didn't understand why it was even here. Nancy is woken up out of her sleep by Barry getting it on. He's having sex in the next room. And Lord have mercy, Nancy don't like that. She gets up and she's like, boy, who you got in there? Open this door. You're going to have to move out. So he had some girl in there. The girl, at first I thought it was Sharon. But then the girl was hiding her face, so they didn't show her face. And she, left. And then he mentioned how, Sharon broke his heart or whatever. So he had to get with whoever. And Nancy's like, so you just going to sleep with anybody? He was like, yeah, pretty much. But I didn't understand what was the point of that scene, why we needed that scene. I don't know, maybe just to kill time. But Nancy was so freaked out about him having sex in her house. He had a whole girlfriend in your house. And I'm sure they had, when Sharon lived there, I'm sure they had sex. Hello, you have a grandchild. Your son ain't no virgin. Or maybe she doesn't like the fact that he has some strange hoe up in the house, I guess. Maybe that's why the episode is called Hoe Patrol. I shouldn't call a lady a hoe, but maybe that's what it is. Just like she didn't like that it's a strange woman. Maybe that's, but she was behaving like he's a teenage boy bringing women into her house. Even though when you're living with your parents, you got to go by their rules. Period. You got to go by their rules. So it is her house. That's her rules. She told him, if you ain't going to abide by how things go here, and I understood that. If you ain't going to do how I want things done here, then you need to leave. You need to leave, especially bringing these chicks up and down, and you ain't going to be doing that up in here. But I'm like, at first I was like, why is she flipping out like he's a, and she said, wait till your daddy get home. I'm like, is Barry not a grown man? I understand. I do get the point about she don't want that going on in her house. But the way she was carrying on, I was like, you're acting like he's not already a father, didn't already have a girlfriend in there, didn't have another girl at one point. Like, ain't he grown? Or y'all help me. Is he grown? I don't know. But I think it's just a matter of respect. And she just didn't like that. Don't be bringing any old hoes up in here like that. Don't do it. Don't do it. So I feel you, Nancy, on that. And Barry does need to respect her household. He does. He does. He does. He definitely does. Then we had a scene that with Ellie and the First Lady. Is it me? Ellie's cute, but I'm starting to really dislike her because she is just so cocky with it. And these people are dangerous. You can get yourself hurt. So the First Lady's telling her there is a disaster. People are believing the story about you messing with him or whatever. Your PR or whatever you're doing is not working. And she told her, I'm going to have you killed. I'm going to have you killed. And I'm like, why would you say that? And then Ellie's like, you don't scare me. But honestly, was it just me? They got to resolve this storyline too, because I'm getting sick of this whole Ellie thing too. And I'm like, well, who does Ellie think she is? She's getting a little too cocky for me. Just a little too cocky. I don't like it. But she told the first lady that she's not afraid of him. And the first lady said, I don't want you to be afraid of me, but I'm going to get you. Basically. Now, I guess this was the highlight of the episode. Is Crazy Jason and Alonzo. And Jason, I knew this was coming. Jason just picking. So he has to go to the bathroom. And Alonzo was ordered to even follow him into the bathroom. So he's like, he didn't call Alonzo all these type of names. And then he's like, you know what? I'm going to use the bathroom. And you know what? I got to pee. I'm going to pee right here on you. See. I was leaning back like this when I was watching him. When he said that, I got up like that. I said, hold on. That's disrespectful. I said, if this man don't knock him out after that, I don't know. And Alonzo knocked him, punched him, and Jason ran off. Mommy! Ran to his mother. Your mother hates you, dude. Ran off to his mother. Mommy! He hit me. And now here go Alonzo. Ma'am. Nah, screw that. I don't care. You pee on me. I don't care whose son you are. I would have did the same thing. I would have beat him down. First of all, as soon as you unzipped them pants with the jet. Matter of fact, when you said you was going to do it, I'm punching you in your face. Because that is disrespectful. You gonna pee on me? Come on. So they go to the first lady, and Jason is telling her, and I'm like, you don't have the greatest relationship with your mother. So he tells his mother, and she says, oh, what did you do? You peed on him? And she said, you know what? Hit him again. And he's like, ma'am. She said, no, you have my permission. And then Jason's like, where's my father? I hate you. I'm going to bury you alive and all this other stuff. She said, hit him. And Alonzo hit him. She said, hit him again. Alonzo hit him real hard. And she said, oh, that was a bit much, but good job. She said, you have my permission to whoop his ass whenever you see fit. So now, that's how it's going to go for you, Jason. Every time you get up out of line, Alonzo, I would just, if I was Alonzo, I'd just be smacking him around just for no reason. Maybe that's what he needs. He crazy, but smack him up real good. Smack him up. But, yeah. Then we... Then we have the first lady in this thing with Alan. Because, she wants Alan at first. And I didn't like this storyline either. She wanted Alan to beat up Ellie. And I'm like, why do you, first of all, that whole domestic violence thing, I'm not with that. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. I don't like that. So she's telling him, she has a conversation with him again. She says, you have a good night tonight when you go home. Enjoy your ride. Are you going to do what I say? He said, I'm not going to do that. She said, oh, no, I don't want you to beat her. That's for punks. I'm not going to let you beat her. I want you to kill her. And the first lady is just as crazy as Jason. This is where Jason get his craziness from. You want him to kill her? She told him, I want you to kill her. Kill her. Kill her. That's what she told him. Kill her. Kill her. And he's like, oh, my goodness. While that is going on, Sam walks up and he sees this. And he's asking the first lady if she's all right. And she starts flirting. Oh, you're watching me and this, that, and the third. Well, good. You can continue to watch me and watch me from the back and all this other stuff. And she even tried to get out of him, who does your wife work for? She wanted to know, but he doesn't have the answer to that. And she asked him, but he doesn't have the answer to that. Then we get to Sharon finally being in the White House. Kyle is a little disheveled or whatever after their altercation. He brings Sharon to the president. And the president does this, oh my God, you kidnapped her? What is wrong with you? Get out of my sight. So I said, oh, so that was his game? Kidnap her, then get mad at Kyle and make it look like you were against that to kind of like butter her up. Do you think Sharon is that stupid? And I'm like, is Sharon that stupid? So then he pulls Sharon in. He's like, oh, come on, come get a drink. This, that, and the third. I'm like, this is ridiculous. This is foolishness. Complete foolishness. And I just was like, wow, we got to see what's going to happen. So he's going to try to loosen Sharon up so he can loosen Sharon up. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that was that. Also in this episode tonight, Dale had a conversation with Kareem, and Kareem was trying to ask Dale, did he know who did this to him and all this other stuff? And yeah, not too much going on with that. Then we get to the final scene where we see Alan get in his car from a hard day's work, and bam, he gets slammed into the steering wheel. Somebody's in the car beating his ass. That's who the first lady. This is what I don't understand. Why doesn't she, if she wants this girl dead so bad, let your son do it? I would have just brought Jason down to the office where she was at and let him do it. Or these same men that's beating him up, just get these same men to beat her up. Why do you want Alan to do it? Like, I don't understand that. That's craziness to me. But that was pretty much it. I'm like, if that's what you want to do, just do it like that. So that was this episode tonight. That was how that episode went. The episode was decent. You know, I like it when they get crazy and over the top. And I did enjoy seeing Jason get handled, get disciplined, because his parents can't do nothing with him. Nobody could do nothing with him. So kudos to Alonzo for that. And that's pretty much it. Tell me your thoughts. How did you like this episode? Did you enjoy it? I know a lot of you are saying that you're not enjoying the season. I've been seeing y'all say that in the comments, that y'all not enjoying the show anymore. So, you know, just let me know what you think. And also check out my other video. I have a review up of The Harder They Fall. You can check that out as well. So that's all I have for now. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video.